Alright, so we're going into map number 2. This time Lucifer, the red undead spawning on the left hand side again with a fiend build, and Elfie, the yellow undead on the right hand side doing the same thing. Of course, I mean, I've briefly mentioned it at the end of the previous map. Echo Isle is a vastly different map from Turtle Rock. But both of the players are at least initially gonna go for the same build. I mean, there's always the possibility, especially at a time when Lich was, generally speaking, more played than it is these days, of some, you know, early Lich and, you know, eventual harassment here. Also Lich with some creeping, even not unheard of on Echo Isle. But I mean, I'm not gonna you know, talk too much about that, since that's not going to be the case here. Right now we're seeing a fiend build on both sides, and while it is possible on Echo Isle to just basically, like, say from Elfie's perspective, go down the right hand side of the map and just creep everything, it is not really the most common approach in fiend with late Death Knight mirrors and undead on undead mirrors on Echo Isle. Because this camp is usually, you know, deliberately using words like usually here, because there's still a possibility that both are just gonna go ahead and creep on their own. But usually this isn't a camp that any of the players wants to give away for free to their opponents. So it often happens that after the players creep up to level 2 with these two camps, that they are battling it out for this creep camp. Sometimes even only after creeping here. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on whether or not that might happen. It's yeah, completely standard fiend build by both. Second Ziggurat coming, Death Knight coming, everything as was to be expected. Looks like Elfie's gonna go ahead and creep this one first. Lucifer probably gonna creep here first.
Summoning is complete.
And, well, actually he's not pulling the creeps, while Elfie already is. Even using a ghoul here. That's gonna cost him a bit of lumber. I'm wondering if that's really worth it. Okay, is he perhaps just making sure that he's not gonna be facing an early Lich and some ghouls here?
Summoning is complete.
Okay, pulling skeletons. He's immediately going out on the map. Is he actually starting to creep with this one? Okay, so that's of course, that's uncommon, but okay, we'll see how well he's going to be able to do with that. And if Elfie is, yeah, gonna let him get away with murder, he's sending a scout skeleton out right now while he's gonna creep this camp with the rest of his army, so he's gonna know about what's happening here. The first troll trapper is now falling, the rest of the creeps is still standing. And okay, he's getting this around here on the Ogre Magi, so the only way that Elfie can get that perhaps is if he last hit it with the skeleton, but no, that's not happening. Even a coil spent here by Lucifer. The next creep is going to the Korean as well. Now the Death Knight is coming in, abandoning the creep camp halfway through, but is he really going to be able to do anything here? Wand of Mana is being found on the side of Lucifer. Immediately the first charge has been used, coil finishing off the Troll Trapper. Let's see who's getting the Ogre Warrior here. That is Elfie, so both of them with about a similar amount of experience gained here. But yeah, the upside of course is that this contested camp has gone to Lucifer, and he still has these two camps back home to eventually take, while Elfie doesn't. And on top of things, he's got the Wand of Mana still in here. So 4 fiends right now against 3. 4th fiend of Lucifer is also joining. Once again, the match thus far, well, at least in terms of build order, is looking pretty similar. Second charge of the wand has already been used, so full mana for Lucifer, and only 100 mana left on the side of Elfie, who is falling back to his main right now. I guess there's, with the low HP, low mana Death Knight, there's no point in fighting out in the open right now against Lucifer. He's even getting an Erubian Tower, so it looks like he might feel some pressure coming up eventually here, and I'm not really sure if Lucifer wants to fight against the base of Elfie though. Yeah, falling back right now.
Our forces are under attack.
So, third Ziggurat is coming, tier 2 tag is coming. Elfie tiny bit behind in his tier 2 tech. Ring of Protection +2 still on the ground here since the Death Knight abandoned the creep camp halfway through previously. So more skeletons for Elfie, who's just gonna go ahead and creep some more on his side right now. Looks like Lucifer might be doing the same thing right now, getting new rod, getting new skeletons, and heading out on the map as well. The Fiends here with a bit of an... Oh no, I was about to say with a bit of a strange pathing, going here and then to the Merc camp perhaps, but it looks like Lucifer is gonna go ahead and take the second contested camp in the middle. So he's really banking on later on having the opportunity to creep on his side of the map with, you know, quicker reinforcements perhaps against Elfie, who might be challenging that. And we're gonna have to wait until the late game to see how well that's gonna pay off. But a nice approach here by Lucifer at least, making a lot of sense from a strategic standpoint. So level 3 for Elfie. Lucifer is not quite gonna get that yet. Finding the lightning shield, he's gonna get level 3 here. And it looks like Elfie might be doing the same thing he did previously on Turtle Rock with, okay, tier 3 tech immediately, by the way, by both players. No slaughterhouse yet by either of them. And yeah, it looks like Elfie is again gonna go for this little push on tier 2, seeking to exchange town portals perhaps. And Lucifer is gonna have to pull his town portal. No XP home here for the Death Knight. And Lucifer, is he actually running? I'm not sure if it's a wise idea to run here, because he's gonna lose his shop and he doesn't have a slaughterhouse in production yet. The first Acolyte in the meantime is also in trouble. But that is going to be a significant delay here, losing the Tome of Relics. Even an Acolyte gets killed at like, I don't know, 30% of the tech. Now Elfie is gonna have to run, of course, with the Lich spawning soon. There's no way in hell that he's gonna take an actual fight here. But I mean, that's not the aim, obviously. He's gonna have a lot more gold income for the time being, and his slaughterhouse is gonna finish so much earlier that he might have a decent timing a couple minutes down the line. So Lich is coming right now on either side. There is soon to be the lumber for slaughterhouse on the side of Elfie, whereas Lucifer is just rebuilding his shop right now. Lich is about to spawn. Lich for Elfie is about to spawn as well. Yeah, and there we see the significant difference. Okay, Lucifer. Yeah, Lucifer really doesn't want to take any camps on his side of the map, does he? Taking the second Murloc camp right now. Tome of Knowledge. Death Knight of Elfie with an Invis potion, and he finds the Lich, so he should be able to track down the army of Lucifer, perhaps, if Lucifer decides to creep here. But Lucifer is doing some striding with the Death Knight on his own, so he also knows about where Elfie is, and he steals the circlet here. In the meantime, the Death Knight steals the Ring of Protection down here. I'm not sure if he stole the Ogre Magi. Okay, both with 1-0 by the way. Does Elfie want to engage here actually? Looks like he wants to. First Fiend is getting Nova Tears, getting coiled as well. Lightning Shield used on the Death Knight by Lucifer, and all of the Fiends are gonna have to run here. Lucifer charging forward with his Fiends, but okay, it looks like he doesn't want to fully commit to it here. Perhaps he feels like in the late game he is the, you know, superior player when it comes to big fight micro. Tier 3 finished. Orb board. First statue is in production right now. Actually, Lucifer's slaughterhouse also finished by now, and it looks like Elfie has kind of missed the opportunity to start producing here earlier, because his slaughterhouse must have been finished for a while. So alright, I guess the damage dealt here doesn't really come into play all too much at all in this late game.
Our forces are under attack.
So yeah, Dark Ranger third for Lucifer, both of them with somewhat close to similar experience on their heroes. And now comes this time when Lucifer is creeping his entire side of the map, and then we'll see if he's actually going to end up with a significant level advantage. Orb is given to the Lich. Lightning Shield on one of the Fiends. And yeah, that's it for Elfie's side of the map. Everything has been crept. So I guess this one will be one to fight for. I guess this one will maybe be already gone by the time Elfie comes to the left hand side of the map. Yeah, 50 supply on both sides. Lucifer is not getting a 60 supply Ziggurat yet. Elfie is, so he's preparing to break into low upkeep here. Death Knight finds the statue, so he knows that Elfie must be on his side of the map. He must be pretty sure that Elfie is creeping this right now, so I guess that might be where Lucifer's gonna be heading next. So he's getting there with his Death Knight, but it looks like the Gargantuan Sea Turtle is probably gonna go to Elfie anyways. Yeah, it's going to Elfie. Lucifer's using the coil. Elfie, I think, used Coil Nova. I would have expected Elfie to just use a silence on this Death Knight. But, well, okay, Elfie got the creep nevertheless. And now, is he going to be forced to Town Portal out of here? Well, neither of them in a really great position. The first Fiend of Elfie is falling. The first Fiend of Lucifer is falling. Second charge of Lightning Shield is coming in. Another Fiend is falling here. Coil for the first time in this fight actually heals something. Another Fiend is falling. Both of them just, yeah, killing each other's units left, right, and center. But Lucifer is just so much faster with his damage output here, and at least he has landed a little bit of healing here in time. Another Fiend, the last Fiend actually, has fallen on the side of Elfie, and all of a sudden he's again down to only 3 heroes and 2 statues. Second Slaughterhouse now coming for Elfie. Whereas Lucifer still has 4 Fiends. And his 3 heroes as well, and statues. So, yeah, I thought he was forced to Town Portal out of there, and turns out that would have been the better decision. So, this creep camp has also been taken already, so we do only have this one left. Elfie with a new Town Portal. Yeah, what does he want to achieve here? Just kill a couple of Acolytes and then Town Portal out. I mean, he's not going to be willing to take a fight here with his tiny army against the way bigger army of Lucifer. So yeah, there's the Town Portal. All of the goo is actually taken out. So okay, Lucifer getting web right now, getting a couple more ghouls afterwards, and there will soon be more statues on the field for Elfie. So he's gonna go into full destroyer production. Whereas Lucifer, with plenty of Fiends, yeah, should probably have an answer to that. I mean, destroyers, as long as they have mana, quite threatening, of course. But I guess practice has shown that unless in Fiend Mirror both of the players just end up losing all their Fiends, Mass Destroyers is usually not too likely to work out. So both of them in their opponent's main base. There is a Town Portal on Elfie. There is no Town Portal for Lucifer. Okay, so Elfie is killing the majority of Acolytes here, and then he's gonna have to Town Portal and defend, and he's just trying to make that happen. Going for the Lich immediately. Okay, is that the illusion? Yeah, that's the illusion. So it looks like he realized that by now. Another illusion has been killed here. Lucifer's real Lich getting silenced right now. Is trying to get all of his units out in the open where he can actually micro. He needs to. Okay, never mind. He doesn't need to call his Lich right now because there's an Immo Potion. The Lich of Elfie's in some trouble as well. He's also using an Immo Potion. And now the Death Knight of Lucifer using an Immo Potion. So it looks like all the Immos will be gone soon. Coil now needs to be used onto the Lich of Lucifer. So he's got out alive with the majority of his army. It looks like now out in the open he should be able to take a straight up fight. Coil on the feet, but it only saves that one for a brief moment as the Nova and a couple of destroy shots hit. But now all of the destroyers are out of mana. And how is Elfie going to continue this fight? Should still be coils available on the Death Knight. Yes, there are. Another ghoul is being taken down. The ghouls very, very easy targets at this point. There also is no more mana on either the Lich or the Death Knight of Elfie, so he's really, really running out of steam here. Another Nova onto the Lich of Elfie, and he's getting killed, and Elfie immediately calls GG, and yeah, has to concede his first best of 3 in this tournament. Interesting start by Lucifer, I have to say. He excuse me, he went for this yeah, creep route with the marketplace first, and then pretty quickly afterwards the goblin merchant, so taking both of the contested camps in the middle and leaving the well, the camps on his side untouched until there was nothing else left to creep. But actually I think he didn't really gain a great level advantage out of that, because at the end of the day Elfie was able to, you know, just take one of his camps as well. And I think the big issue was just the fight that happened in the bottom left corner of the map after Elfie took the orange camp there, where I think it would have been smarter for Elfie to just town portal out. Elfie hardly had any room to micro his fiends in that yeah, in that pretty narrow choke point, and Lucifer just ended up getting the much better trade out of that fight, and afterwards had just the gigantic advantage. He had like 15 more supply surviving there, and well, Elfie tried to transition into Mass Destroyers, but that didn't work out. Lucifer finishing the game afterwards, and yeah, that means Lucifer still undefeated in these finals. Elfie, well, is gonna have to fight back, but he's got 3 more matches to go. Next up is going to be a rematch from the group stage, which is going to be Paladin against Harpy. Harpy lost his first match to Todd. Paladin lost his first match to Lucifer, so both of them are in pretty dire need of a victory. So yeah, there should be a lot on the line in that match. I hope you'll check it out. I hope you will give this one, as always, a thumbs up and a comment, and I'll see you next time. Take care.